It's Wednesday the 10th of March and welcome to the New Look A Breakfast Show. I'm your host Mark Anthony. We'll get to the news stories in just a second, but first just a bit of housekeeping. I wasn't entirely happy with the way that the news headlines and transitions were displaying at the beginning of these shows, so we've changed it up a bit. The broadcast software that we were using just made the whole thing just look a bit jerky and was flashing backwards and forwards between me and slideshow. So we've done away with that and we've upgraded the whole thing. Hope you like it. The good thing about that is we can also let people know what's going to be on the show in advance via Facebook and Twitter as well. But we'd love to know what you think. Obviously this show, I might be the public face of it, but the show is for you, so we'd love to know what you think. Second point, before we get on with the show proper, is our usual birthday slot. Before we get to the celebrity birthdays, a massive happy birthday to my friend and former sparring partner Arnie Marks. Arnie was formerly with Genesis Attachments and was then with Komatsu for a while, I think, and he really is one of my favourite Germans. In a long list of Germans, he is one of my favourites. So happy birthday, Arnie, wherever you are now. Happy birthday also to actor John Hamm. Hamm was famously in the show Mad Men, which means he'd probably fit in quite nicely in demolition circles. So many happy returns to you, Mr. Hamm. We will be right back after this.
If you enjoyed this show, please consider supporting us. Go to buymeacoffee.com/demolition news.
Now, I mentioned yesterday that a busy recruitment arena was also a sure sign of a positive demolition industry. Well, that recruitment railroad just keeps on rolling. Latest to throw their hard hat into the recruitment ring is Controlled Demolition, which is looking for staff in several areas to help fuel its ongoing expansion. You can find out more at UK Demolition Jobs right here on Facebook.com. So that's facebook.com/UK Demolition Jobs, or over on LinkedIn and just search for UK Demolition Jobs. They have plenty of other jobs too, so if you are in the mood for a career change, that would be a great place to start. Also in the news, Balfour Beatty has pledged to repay £19 million claimed under the government's furlough scheme as the company continues to bounce back from the impact of COVID-19. Chief Executive Leo Quinn said profits should return to 2019 levels this year. The UK Construction Services Division was particularly hard hit by the pandemic, making a £26 million loss for the year from a turnover of £2.19 billion. The division returned to the black in the second half of the year, however. In addition, the company's UK construction order book more than doubled during the year to £6.4 billion following major HS2 wins, with the total group order book hitting a very impressive £16.4 billion. Word from across the pond is the National Demolition Association in the US now has a new president, and I'm delighted to report there have been no issues surrounding a peaceful transfer of power. The new NDA president is Scott Homrich of Homrich in Michigan. Homrich previously served as vice president and was elected to serve as the NDA's president during the annual meeting of members that was held virtually just a few days ago. I am truly grateful to be able to serve the organisation in my new role as president of the National Demolition Association, stated Homrich. 2020 has been a challenging year for our industry and community to overcome, but I see a bright future for us ahead. Under the leadership of Chris Godek, we have persevered and emerged a stronger organisation. I look forward to continuing our work to advance the mission of the NDA and to inspire the next generation of great leaders in demolition. Now, I don't know Scott personally, although I do hope to get to know him during his presidency and hopefully get him on one of our live shows. But I do know his predecessor, Chris Godek. I spent a fair bit of time with him in Japan almost 2 years ago now. I have to say Chris was a superb president, statesmanlike, engaging, enthusiastic and outgoing. He's one of those guys that becomes a firm friend about 20 minutes after you first meet him. I honestly think Chris did a superb job in some very challenging times. So I just wanted to acknowledge that contribution. So well done, Chris, and keep up the good work now you are a past president. Now, it's weird, isn't it? I haven't actually attended a physical exhibition for exactly a year this week. and yet I still seem to spend an inordinate amount of time writing about the damn things. Earlier this week we confirmed what we had all long feared, that the Hillhead show had shifted back yet again and wouldn't now take place until 2022. You might recall that the Plantworks show had already made way for the previously rescheduled Hillhead by going back to 2022. Well, it looks like Plantworks is making way again. Well, sort of. The organisers of the Plantworks show, the Construction Equipment Association, has issued a statement that is as cryptic as it is intriguing. The CEA confirms that the Plantworks 22 exhibition that was scheduled for the 14th to the 16th of June next year will not now take place as planned in light of the unexpected second postponement of the Hillhead exhibition to next year. The Construction Equipment Association is set to announce plans for Plantworks with Plantworks events for the latter part of 2021 through to 2023. What we have learned from the pandemic challenge is to be flexible with our plans for physical and other events, explains Chief Executive Rob Oliver. We have an excellent relationship with the East of England Arena and Event Centre, our Plantworks home in Peterborough, and we will be announcing some new initiatives with them and others in the coming weeks. Now, as someone who cut his journalistic teeth on the old SED shows, I've always been a firm believer that the UK plant sector needs and deserves a show like Plantworks. But after a year in which social interaction became a dirty word, I believe the sector now needs Plantworks probably more than ever. And just bear with me, here's a look at what we've all been missing out on. There, you have to say, I can't wait to get out there. Even if it's raining where I am today. Chances are it'll be raining when Plantworks finally rolls around again. I don't care. I just want to get out and meet some people and see some equipment in action. So looking forward to that one enormously, and I'm sure you are too. That just about wraps up the show. Just while I've been on air, I have received a news story, and I will allude to it very quickly. Apparently there's a protest taking place down in Hackney in East London over the fact that a building called Marion Court is actually being demolished. Well, supposedly while there's a family still living on the premises. I can't actually believe that's entirely as stated there, but the Hackney Post is carrying that story, so if you'd like to go and have a look at that, be my guest. But until then, I'm done for the day. Well, I'm not done for the day, we're going to go and do the proper work now. But that's the end of the show. Hope you have a great day, have a safe day, look after yourselves, and I will see you at 10 a.m. sharp tomorrow. Have a good one. All the best.